Hi, welcome back to Round Talk Serpents. It has been a while, and I'm sorry, but I have to say that I've missed you guys a lot. I was away for a little while because I had some. It's going to mess up my mic, right? I think it is wise, and it would be nice to start off with a little bit of an update. What have I been up to? What is the trajectory of Round Dog Serpents in the near future? And how are we going to perceive from this point onward? It sounds very dramatic when I say it like that. It's not that dramatic, I promise. It's quite okay and relaxing. So what I've been up to is I bought some snake hooks and some feeding tongues, some Round Dog Serpent branded ones. And here's the snake hook. And I wanted to sell them on my website. Now the problem with my website is it was a Squarespace website and they don't support Ideal. And I'm from the Netherlands in Europe. And when I come to a website that has stuff I want to buy and I can only check out with PayPal, it gives a little bit of a sketchy feeling. So that was not okay, and the only way I could avoid it was to make a Shopify website, a Shopify webshop, then buy a plugin, not get a plugin, but buy a plugin for quite some money. So you can run that Shopify website on your Squarespace website so people can check out with Ideal, which is absolutely nonsense. So a colleague of mine said, well, just go to Shopify, build a Shopify website, and so I did. So I migrated it, but I had to figure out a lot of stuff because I'm not a real tech nerd or a computer nerd by far. So I'm not that fast doing that. And Round Dog Serpents is not profitable enough, so I can just hire someone to do that for it to make sense, right? So that took some time. The other thing is I have a problem with editing now. I used Clipchamp. I probably still use Clipchamp by this point when you see this video, and it worked fine. The free package worked fine for editing, and then all of the sudden, for no apparent reason at all, it takes like 6 hours to upload a 5-minute video to Clipchamp, and then when you're done editing, it takes like 8 hours to download the final product, which is really weird. And I looked on the internet, some people say, yeah, they do that, and if you upgrade to a paid prescription, then it will be over. Which in my opinion is just the dumbest business move ever, because why would I pay for a service that you just proved to me is unreliable? And by slowing down the process for non-paid subscriptions, why would I then all of a sudden pay you money for getting it to work the way it was? It's, in my opinion, is dumb. But it also might be my Wi-Fi. So I upgraded the Wi-Fi. Let's see how that goes. Maybe it's fine now and I can use Clipchamp. Otherwise, I might need to bite the bullet and go to Adobe. But that's quite expensive, right? And I think in order to make sense of that, I think you really have to up my game with the YouTube videos and maybe invest a little bit more time in that, make it grow, so maybe I can get a profit from that as well. But we'll see how that goes. I don't want to sound too cynical, but let's see how that goes. The other thing I'm doing is I've noticed that there is probably a demand for a plug-and-play enclosure for ball pythons. Because when I'm at the reptile shows, some people don't buy my snakes because they don't have room for it, they don't have an enclosure set up. Or when I did sell snakes to absolute beginners, I don't sell snakes to absolute beginners a lot anymore. Most absolute beginners don't want to pay 150 plus euros for the first snake. And if they do, they are serious and they don't mind spending a lot of money on their enclosures. But when I was selling snakes to beginners, they assemble their enclosures from secondhand stuff that doesn't really fit together nicely, and it causes some problems because, well, this generation wants things fast and easy, so they don't put in a whole lot of research, actually reading books on how to set up enclosures and how to maintain temperatures and humidities. That's why I made this video series, Foundation Explanation. So I thought it would be great to have a plug-and-play system. But of course, a plug-and-play system with that in mind needs to be relatively inexpensive. Otherwise, people will just resort back to their old habits, right? And making things not as expensive is not very difficult. It's quite easy, actually. But the real problem is how you make it idiot-proof and make sure you somewhat follow the laws when it comes to the electronics, right? Where do I put the electronics? Where do I put the thermostat? That's one of my main issues. Where do I put it inside? So you can stack up my enclosure, the Round Dog Serpents enclosure. You can stack them up if you buy more, because that's the whole deal. The whole idea is that you can stack them up and move bigger, and they all fit on top of each other, right? So they have the same footprint. Where do you keep the electronics? You can't just plop them on top, because then it won't be stackable. You can't just put them in on the front of the enclosures, because one of the main things I did is making them not too high. So because ball pythons don't really need a 50 centimeters high enclosure. I think you can do perfectly fine with 30. Still have some sliding doors. That somewhat makes sense. But then I don't have place for the thermostat. I can create it, but then I have a box where all the electronics in, which is made out of betonplex. I don't know the name of English word of betonplex, but it's a watertight plywood with a layer on top of it that they make that they use for concrete walls. I don't know what's the English word for it. So I'm struggling with that a little bit. I was planning on having them ready for the next Raptor show in Ham. I booked 2 tables for that. I don't think I will make it, because I also have some ideas for the ambient temperature inside the enclosure, how to get that, but I still have to test it. And then I would have to build the smaller size and test that as well. And the show is in less than a month, so I don't know. I don't think I can make it and then say with a straight face, it works. I tested it a lot, so yeah, sadly it has to wait. But the good thing is I now have a running, functioning website that you can buy stuff from. So you can buy them online, set them up, and then go to the Reptile show and buy your animal from me, of course, only from me. My enclosures only work with Round Dog Serpents reptiles. What's next? I'm holding Sparky, by the way, for dramatic effect. What's also next is I'm letting go on quite a lot of my breeder females, because my reptile room is quite small, and the next generation is coming. So if you are local to me or go to the Ham show or the Houten shows, and you are looking for breeder females, send me a message and I will show you what I've got. Or look on Morph Market, my Round Dog Serpents store, or Morph Market. All those females are on there as well. I'll keep track of my socials, because the commercials, let's face it, it's a commercial on the snake hooks and the feeding tongues are coming shortly, right away. Also go check out my website. It is in the description below. It's a new website. Let me know what you think. It's not quite done yet. I have not finished the gallery page yet. There will be a gallery page on it. It's actually already on there, but it's still somewhat under construction, where you can see my entire breeding collection and all my grow outs, my holdbacks will be on there. I'm still working on a business to business page. I had a business to business page on my Squarespace website that you can only log in with your user account if you own a business. I don't know how to do that on Shopify yet, but I will find out, and then I have that available again. So if you have a reptile store or another reptile selling business and you are looking for some inexpensive animals for your stock, you can see what I have available there. That will come shortly. Also, I have some quite stunning babies that are hatching out this season, so I will have some very nice Show of Friday videos coming up. I'm really looking forward to that, showing you guys what I made. Yeah, this video came across a little bit messy, I think. That's because I was figuring out what I wanted to say while I was saying it. Not the best idea for making YouTube videos, I know. But my little daughter is taking a nap, so I don't have hours to shoot this video. Because it's my daddy day, so it's my day of my regular job. And then I have my daughter all day long, but yeah, I can only film when she's sleeping. So I don't have a lot of time. So I thought just wing it, you know, get it out. Show you guys I'm back. There's a handful of true followers, and tell you what's up with Round Dog Serpents and what we are going to do in the next couple of months. So I really like to thank you for your time. Hopefully you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.